Alright, stand up only. I need you to knock her down. Throw more punches! Good job! Keep it up! Let's knock her down. Let's keep that guard position, but don't let her out. Keep doing that. I want you to park on top this whole round. Hold her down, that's right. I want to see an active guard now. Let's keep doing that. Let's control the top position. Good job. You gotta protect yourself in guard position. I want you to lock your opponent down and not let them move. Nice work. Get on top and stay there. There you go, good job. Control her hips here. Hey, good job. I want to see a real tight guard position. That's the way, keep it up.
is a women's bantamweight matchup between Betch Kohea and Ronda Rousey. All right, so here she is back making the walk here tonight. Her takedowns certainly are the best in this division. So explosive. Her technique is just outstanding. And, Joe, there's no telegraph. Even when the opponent has prepared and seemingly feels like they know what's coming, she will shoot from far out, still get in on those legs, and still get you exactly where you don't want to be fighting off of your back. As scary a takedown artist as we have in this women's division.
This girl has very, very high-level judo, and anyone that ties up with her in the clinch has to be very, very careful. Her trips, her throws, all sorts of different takedowns. She has a full arsenal of judo submissions as well.
So here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Betch Pitbull Kohea. If she wins, she'll be dancing. When she walks, she is dancing. But when that octagon door closes, Joe, this is a confident striker, grappling credentials as well. Really a well-rounded bantamweight who still has championship aspirations. Betch Kohea, with the Brazilian crowd behind her, set to compete yet again tonight.
This girl has outstanding defense and very good blocking technique. It's so difficult to hit her cleanly. It is a big advantage for her, and she has so much confidence in her defense because of that.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Rousey is 32. Kohea is 38. Rousey will have a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! Ronda Rousey! And now introducing our opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Campina Grande, Parima, Brazil, Betch Pitbull Kohea! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready? You ready?
And here we go. All right, here we go, round 1. There is the former world title challenger, Betch Kohea. You know about the hand, strong kick. Wow!
Oh, beautiful hook!
All right, here we go. First round is underway. She's one of the better submission specialists. Oh!
This could be it right here.
Massive head kick. Oh!
Big shot!
Oh, head kick!
Back up.
And now starting to snap off that jab. Oh, huge block for her, Joe.
Oh!
Well, she got her head snapped back with that jab, Joe. She continues to show a vulnerability here by almost leaning right into her opponent's range. Let's see if she can move that upper body and get her head off the center line.
Oh, this could be it.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
Oh!
Well, she went for it there, but she missed. And sometimes when you miss that badly, it can really tax your gas tank. She's really going to have to figure out a way to conserve. Oh! Huge right hand! Wow! Oh! Wow, what a kick. Huge kick lands.
Nice takedown. clinch.
Back to the feet.
Deep breath there and reset.
Switching stances here.
And a right behind
Back
it.
and forth we go. Effective strike there by the Brazilian Betch Kohei.
She got tagged again. She's hurt. This could be it right here. Oh!
That was a good combination.
She's walking Ronda down. That one hurt. Nice leg kick. Whoa! This could be it.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Landed a huge kick for the knockout.
Absolutely, Joe, a tremendous kick, and when her career is said and done, this might be the highlight that everybody is talking about as she ends her opponent's night with as many style points as you could want. She catches her flush, full force, full extension. You gotta think she's getting a performance bonus for that one.
Here we see that again. And let's see that again. Boom.
Well, that's a knockout they'll be talking about for quite some time. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. All right, we send it inside for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Rowdy.
And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. She has the potential to be an absolute superstar, especially given what she did tonight. Biggest knockout victory of her career. Certainly kept the judges out of it, as she said she was going to do. Maybe she gets a bonus, I'm not sure. One thing I am sure of, Joe, she is going to get a high-profile opponent next. And she is going to enjoy this evening tonight, celebrating with her coaches and teammates.
Let's see those submissions from full mount. Keep that position. Pull his neck into your shin. Yep. Great gogoplata. Go for a submission. Come on, work for that submission. Just like that. Good submission. You will never be a world champion training like that. In full mount, let's see those submissions. You're giving her too much space. You win this fight on top. Let's keep her down. There we go. Nice transition. Good submission. Lean into that arm. Let's go. Good work. Keep going. Come on, work there. Oh, we gotta go. Let's go. Keep going. Double wrist lock, crank the shoulder. Come on, let's work there. We have to submit her. I want to see submissions. Yep. There we go. Extend that arm. Keep cranking. Ooh, so close. Tighten that up now. Squeeze that. There we go. That's how you get a submission. Good work. Ooh, so close. Keep working. There we go. Squeeze that. That's it. Work for that submission. That's it. Keep going. Yep. We'll get it next time. Don't worry about it. All right, full mount here. Submissions only. That's it. Work for the armbar. Crank that arm. There we go. Beautiful job. There we go. Way to work for it. Beautiful game stepping up the submission work. focus on the Muay Thai clinch. Hold the position until I say stop. Nice job. All right, great job in there. Your knees are looking nasty. Beautiful clinch.
I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. This weekend, we brace for a crucial matchup, which is expected to shake up an entire division. To get into position for a world title shot, this fighter has fought tooth and nail against the best the women's bantamweight division has to offer. And while getting into a #1 contenders match is sweet enough, if this fighter beats her heated rival to earn that shot at the belt, the victory would be even more satisfying. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Raquel Pennington and Ronda Rousey. All right, so here she is making her way to the octagon, and you gotta think she'll have to bottle the emotions here tonight. This is not just another fight. Despite what she has said during fight week, this is a rivalry matchup. These fighters do not like each other. They might not even bury the gauntlet after the fight. There is legitimate bad blood here. Let's see which woman rises above it and gets her hand raised here tonight.
This girl has outstanding kicking technique. It is one of her best assets. Ridiculous power in her legs. They come fast, and when they land, they have devastating impact. She is one of the best kickers in this division.
Born and raised in Colorado Springs, Colorado, here is Raquel "Rocky" Pennington. Count her out at your own peril. She was idling in the UFC bantamweight division for some time, but then strung together a 4-fight winning streak, capped by a win over Miesha Tate at UFC 205. Raquel Pennington has vaulted into bantamweight title contention.
This girl has some of the best takedown defense I've ever seen inside the octagon. She's so good at stuffing takedowns and punishing her opponents that she actually discourages takedown attempts. One of the best in the business at stuffing takedowns.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Well, at least on paper, what an even matchup here. Everything between these two fighters is nearly identical coming in here tonight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 20 wins, 18 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, Raquel "Rocky" Pennington. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
Well, good to have you with us, and right on time, I might add, as we get underway here at the O2 Arena in London, England. All right, so here we go with round 1 of this rivalry matchup between two of the best women in this division, and man, did they not like each other. It's always an interesting backdrop to a UFC fight. Let's see who can bottle the emotions and let their skills take over here tonight. All right, first round is underway, and you better watch out for the overhand punches when you're fighting an opponent of this caliber. It really has become a patented punch of hers, and something that a lot of opponents know is coming, but still can't account for. Let's see how long it takes her to find her range here tonight.
She establishes full mount. Good control, postures up. Big elbow. Hip escape, nice hip escape.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 1. Nice elbow to the body by Raquel Pennington.
She's moved into side control. And back to the mount. Nice punch. Excellent posture here.
Oh, it looks like she's going for her arm now.
She's got that arm bar locked up. Throw the leg over the face. She might have to tap here. There's more and more pressure on that arm. That's a wrap, folks. Beautiful technique in winning this fight by armbar.
Yeah, she couldn't have drawn it up much better, Joe, and just the way she transitioned in her grappling to first secure the arm and then torque it to get the submission finish, that is a big, big result here tonight.
And here it is again, absolutely perfectly executed. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there she is, your winner by submission, and there will be no wiping the smile off her face tonight as she turns in one of the bigger highlights of her UFC career. We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Liliana's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Rocky Paratime.
So the rivalry matchup goes her way here tonight. She can finally exhale. You see her celebrating with her coaches and her teammates. She wanted this one in the worst way, and she gets it. Nice way to take advantage of the spotlight here tonight.
All right, stand up only this time. I need you to knock your opponent down. Do more damage! No! Let's go. That's not it. Throw more punches. Good job. Keep it up. Let's knock her down. Move! Pick it up. Push yourself. Beautiful shot. Let's put her down now. Come on. Nice job, young lady. That's what I want to see.
Nice block. Ooh, good block. There we go. Way to block. Perfect block.
is a women's bantamweight showdown between Ronda Rousey and Betch Kohea. So here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Betch Pitbull Kohea. If she wins, she'll be dancing. When she walks, she is dancing. But when that octagon door closes, Joe, this is a confident striker, grappling credentials as well. Really a well-rounded bantamweight who still has championship aspirations. Betch Kohea, with the Brazilian crowd behind her, set to compete yet again tonight.
This girl has amazing blocking technique. She can stand right in front of you, and you just can't hit her cleanly. She has such a huge advantage in that, and knowing that she has the ability to block and parry all of the different techniques that are coming her way.
Well, I start limping after watching film of this young woman's leg kicks. There is no denying what she'll be trying to do tonight to unleash the devastating kicks on her opponent. And she'll attack everywhere on the body. She'll go up top. These kicks are brutally powerful, and she can do major damage just by landing a couple.
This girl has a ridiculous chin. Her ability to take punishment is the stuff of legends. I have seen her take bombs and barely wins. She presses forward, and because of the fact that she has this incredible chin, she is able to stay in the pocket and land strikes on her opponent that maybe other fighters would never be able to get off.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Bergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Campina Grande, Pereira, Brazil, Betchy Pitbull Kohea. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! Ronda Rousey!
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
And we are underway. All right, here we go, round 1. There is the former world title challenger, Betch Kohea. You know about the hand-strong kickboxing game. We have seen an uptick in the takedowns recently. We'll see if she can put it all together here tonight as we get going here.
Ronda's in trouble.
All right, so here we go. First round is underway. She is a submission specialist, so look for her, Joe, to go for the early takedown. She's going to want to take this fight to the ground really at all costs to try to set up one of her submissions. The longer she hangs out on the feet, the more dangerous her opponent becomes. Nice spinning attack there and able to land to the body. Back and forth we go.
Good defense there. That one hurt.
Nice punch by the Brazilian Betch Kohea. Oh, beautiful leg kick by her there. Can't take too many of those. Oh! Oh, straight right. Oh, she leaned right into that uppercut, Joe. Not a good look there. Whoa! Well, she's up, but she looks hurt.
This could be it right here.
Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
A huge kick for the knockout victory.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. A tremendous kick to end the fight here tonight. She caught her opponent absolutely flush, full force, even better on the extension, and there was no chance for her to stay in the fight after that. You can make the argument that as soon as she lifted that foot up from the canvas, if she landed, that was going to be good night. And indeed it was.
Look at this. Ba-boom!
And there she is after the huge knockout victory here tonight. What a moment for this young fighter. You got to feel pretty good for her, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Migliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 9 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Rowdy!
Well, there are few greater highs in all of professional sports than to have your hand raised inside that octagon, but she took it a step further tonight. Massive knockout victory. No TKO here. This was a flush KO. She's probably getting some bonus money. One thing I can guarantee you, she is getting a massive, high-profile opportunity next. Congratulations as the celebration continues following the big KO tonight.
That's what I want to see. Nice block. Nice block. Good block.
It is a women's bantamweight showdown between Ronda Rousey and Jessica I. Well, this young woman has a great skill set, but certainly it's the striking defense that comes out when you watch the film. She'll use movement and defense to set up her own offensive angles, but she'll hang out in the pocket because she's so confident in her ability to stick and move and get her head off of that center line. Really as good a defender of strikes as we have in this women's division.
This girl has amazing blocking technique. She can stand right in front of you, and you just can't hit her cleanly. She has such a huge advantage in that, and knowing that she has the ability to block and parry all of the different techniques that are coming her way.
Well, there is no doubt this young woman is preparing to unleash some devastating kicks on her opponent tonight. The kicks are really what jumps off the film. Brutally fast, equally powerful, and she does major fight-changing damage just by landing one or two. One leg kick can have you limping the rest of the way. One body kick, and you're covering up the rest of the fight. Scary, scary kicker. It is all about the power for this young woman.
This girl is one of the best in the business at holding fighters down, controlling them from the top position, and beating them up. She's so good at holding position and keeping fighters where she wants them to be.
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. Rousey is 33. I is 36. Rousey will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 19 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, USA, Jessica Evil Eye! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A judo wrestler, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
All right, with that, we are underway. Good to have you with us, as always, as we broadcast live tonight from United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Well, her last win by knockout will be a tough act to follow as round 1 gets underway here. She really busted onto the radar of UFC fans by knocking out her last opponent. So now with momentum and the winning streak in tow, she will try to do it again and potentially position herself for a shot at somebody in that top 5. Might even be a title shot. Got to get a win here, and certainly a finish would be useful as well. 1-2 punch by Eye. Well, she got her head snapped back with that jab, Joe, and she continues to show a vulnerability here by almost leaning right into her opponent's ring.
Oh, flying knee!
Oh, big left.
Good defense there.
Eye gets hit with a kick. That looked like it hurt you.
That one hurt.
Oh,
Huge elbow lands to the head. Hard jab.
They're going at it now.
Beautiful hook. Oh, what a leg kick.
Whoa!
Oh, this could be it.
And now starting to snap off that jab.
Oh, flying knee.
Oh, straight right. Just out of range with the big right hand.
Huge
big
left hand.
lands.
Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed. Huge left hand. Uppercut. Big shots. And there's a
big knee there.
Powerful left hand.
Lands a nice 1-2.
Oh. That's a big hook. Big left hand. This could be it right here. Vicious combinations.
Joe right back to it on the bicycle, circling towards the left. Able to check the high kick.
Good uppercut attempt.
Eye gets hit by that leg kick, so maybe that one gets her attention. Oh!
Landed a huge kick for the knockout.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. A tremendous kick to end the fight here tonight. She caught her opponent absolutely flush, full force, even better on the extension, and there was no chance for her to stay in the fight after that. You can make the argument that as soon as she lifted that foot up from the canvas, if she landed, that was going to be good night. And indeed it was.
Look at this. Boom! Out cold.
And there she is after the massive knockout. That is one they will be talking about for quite some time. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 20 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ronda Rousey!
Well, she's got all the tools, Joe, and she certainly put them to good use tonight as she gets the win and gets so with style points by way of the knockout. No judges needed for this one, and you can be sure her bankroll is going to be fatter on Monday morning. She'll probably get a bonus. At the very least, though, the celebration is on. You see there with her coaches and her teammates. Nothing better in all of pro sports than to win a mixed martial arts fight at the highest level. Congratulations.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's an old fight game adage that fans love nothing more than a knockout. If that's the case, then they will love this women's bantamweight banger, who was celebrated today for delivering the most knockouts in UFC history. A record achieved thanks to her devastating prowess in the octagon with her fists, feet, elbows, and knees. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
Nice block. Good work, keep going. Beautiful setup, good job.
It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Raquel Pennington and Ronda Rousey. So with much fanfare, she makes her way to the octagon here tonight. This is a rivalry rematch of the highest order. Most of you know what happened the first time these two fighters fought, but both fighters pretty dismissive of that as a context for what could happen here tonight. So let's see which fighter has made the proper adjustments. Let's see which fighter has developed and improved the most, and who can get the finality and the closure that they are looking for here tonight.
This girl has ridiculously impressive, lightning-fast hand speed. It is one of her best qualities and one of the most terrifying things that you could face inside the octagon. When someone is faster than you, it is such a huge advantage.
Born and raised in Colorado Springs, Colorado, here is Raquel "Rocky" Pennington. Count her out at your own peril. She was idling in the UFC bantamweight division for some time, but then strung together a 4-fight winning streak, capped by a win over Miesha Tate at UFC 205. Raquel Pennington has vaulted into bantamweight title contention.
This girl has some of the best takedown defense I've ever seen inside the octagon. She's so good at stuffing takedowns and punishing her opponents that she actually discourages takedown attempts. One of the best in the business at stuffing takedowns.
All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Well, at least on paper, what an even matchup. Everything between these two fighters is nearly identical. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! Ronda Rowdy! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 19 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, Raquel Rocky Pennington. And with the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready?
And we are underway here at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. All right, so here we go with round 1 of this rivalry rematch. These women have fought once before. It was highly competitive, and thus that set the stage for this rematch here tonight. These are rivals of the highest order. They do not like each other, and that, of course, provides an interesting backdrop to the action here tonight. Well, she has mastered the kicking range now. A solid... Whoa!
She might try to finish this fight here. Could be it. Horrifying ground and pound from the top.
Pennington gets up and decides to take this fight back to its feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground.
Excellent sweep. Back up.
Switching stances here.
Whoa!
This could be it right here. Kick to the body.
Oh, straight right. Another takedown attempt here.
Looks like she's got a submission locked up. She's got that guillotine locked up.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Any second now.
And there it is.
Got caught in the choke, didn't want to tap, and went to sleep.
Yeah, Joe, near perfect execution tonight. And when you talk to a lot of fighters, to a man, to a woman, they would rather go to sleep than tap out. And that's exactly how it played out here tonight. She just couldn't deal with the high-level technique of her opponent on the ground. And ultimately, she chose to pass out as opposed to tap out. You admire the toughness, but this is a tough result for her to digest here tonight.
And as we can see from this other angle, she doesn't even get a chance to tap before she's out. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
Well, she couldn't have drawn it up any better than that as she gets the win by submission tonight. Big win and an even bigger statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 24 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a guillotine choke, Ronda Rousey!
All right, so she begins to celebrate with her coaches after getting it done in this rivalry rematch here tonight. There was a whole boatload of pressure on her, and I thought she rose above it nicely here tonight, let her skills take over as she said she would do, and she is the clear winner here tonight. Congratulations are in order.
let's focus on the Muay Thai clinch. Hold the position until I say stop. Weight and control. Perfect. Hold her there. She couldn't move at all. There we go. That's what I want to see. Nice block. Way to block.
It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey. Well, this young woman's kicking technique is absolutely superb. She doesn't telegraph a thing, and she gets her foot from the canvas to the target as fast as anyone in recent memory. A lot of fighters just don't see it coming. Certainly her opponent is mindful of that lightning-fast kick speed tonight. Easier said than done to stop it.
This girl is one of the best in the world for throwing fighters to the ground from the clinch. Tying up with her is a serious liability. She is so good at utilizing that clinch and dragging fights to the ground.
Well, she spent much of her combat sports life atop boxing's pound-for-pound list, then transitioned to mixed martial arts, and really became a household name, of course, by knocking out one Ronda Rousey in Melbourne, Australia, UFC 193 in 2015. Holly Holm, repping Albuquerque, New Mexico, making the walk once again tonight.
This girl has excellent footwork. It's one of her strongest qualities. She is very difficult to hit, and she can close the distance and hit you very quickly. Very tough to train with anybody who can emulate the type of footwork that she possesses.
All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Holm is 9 years the elder. The rest of the numbers are nearly identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a judo fighter with a professional record of 17 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! Ronda Rousey! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a boxer, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 14 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter! Now when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, they have cleared out the hardwood. They have made way for the octagon as we get underway here at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. So here's the former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion, Albuquerque, New Mexico's Holly Holm, as conditioned really as any bantamweight on the roster. Outstanding kickboxer, great hands as well, but it's been a kick-heavy attack thus far in the UFC, and that is what people are expecting in this matchup tonight. Oh, beautiful leg kick by her there. Can't take too many of those. All right, first round is underway, and you better watch out for the overhand punches when you're fighting an opponent of this caliber. It really has become a patented punch of hers, and something that a lot of opponents know is coming, but still can't account for. Let's see how long it takes her to find her range here tonight. Oh, and the Superman punch is good.
Just missed with that huge kick. Very nice leg kick there by Holly.
Oh, good job defensively there to block the strike by Rousey.
Just missed with the huge kick.
Holm gets hit by that leg kick, so maybe that one gets her attention. Oh, she got her head off the center line there, Joe. Slips the punch nicely. Some nice back and forth action here. Well, she ate that hook shot like a champion, Joe, but she's got to be careful moving into her opponent's range, largely unguarded. She has been susceptible here.
Big shot to the head. She's stunned. She's hurt. This could be it right here.
Vicious combo there. Big body shot.
Body. Went for the head kick. She's limping. It looks like she's hurt.
Lands to the body there.
Oh!
She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Couldn't agree with you more. Oh, flying knee!
Oh, big left hook there.
Big shot to the head. She's hurt. She is stunned. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. This could be it. Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
Oh. Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. How about that shin? Holm gets absolutely melted by that head kick. 20 seconds to go in round one. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick. Oh, huge block for her, Joe. Round two straight ahead.
It's okay. We just got caught. I need this round to be sure.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Very exciting round.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
You ready? You ready?
All right, round two.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
Oh, beautifully done there. She lands another strike to the body. Well, you've seen an influx of women to Dutch strike team there in the Netherlands, and a big reason why is this young woman right here. She is in peak condition as she competes here tonight. And in talking to her coaches, they believe they've never seen a striker make these type of improvements in one training camp. And I think the open workout was a little bit telling. I don't want to put too much stock into it.
Oh, whoa. This could be it right here. Big kick, but miss.
Holm gets caught with that punch. Oh! Big left!
This could be it!
Oh, big left!
Nasty combinations here.
Oh, head kick attempt. It is blocked.
Whoa! This could be it right here.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm in range.
Jumping knee!
The left hook hits home. Lands a nice one, too. She missed with that jab. Well, Rousey's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Splits the guard, connects with the punch there, Joe. Nice kick there by Rousey. Man, how does she even put any weight on that lead leg? Look at the bruise on the outside of her thigh. Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect, though. Rousey gets hit with a kick. Under a minute to go. Oh, she blocks the punch. Double jab landed there by Ronda Rousey. Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand. Holm gets in the clinch. Let's see if she can use her length now. Just out of range with that right hook. Rousey gets hit by that leg kick.
Tries some serious power in that kick, but misses.
And the horn sounds on round two.
Take a deep breath. Beautiful round. We got 5 more minutes left. The game plan is perfect. You're doing great. That round was ours. We have got this fight.
Let's see some of the action here. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Some really well-placed strikes on display in that round.
Thank you very much. Ariane Celeste is here.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Oh, nice shot to the body, connects for her there. Somewhat surprising, we didn't see a lot of body work from her earlier in the fight, but she is getting after it now. Oh!
Braun is in trouble.
And now,
Oh, big left hand!
well,
Oh, flying knee. Oh! Oh! Hard left hand.
that's it.
Unbelievable. What a performance by Holly Holm. Gigantic right hand for the KO.
Yeah, Joe, that was just a near-perfect strike to end the fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. And this is exactly the way she drew it up. She said, I need to win this fight, but I need to do it by stoppage. I can't leave it in the judge's hands. If I'm going to take my career to the next level, I've got to get the knockout win here tonight. Mission accomplished.
And let's look at that from a different angle.
And there she is after the huge knockout victory here tonight. What a moment for this young fighter. You got to feel pretty good for her, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 2 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Holly the Preacher's Daughter Holm.
All right, so another big win for the former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion Holly Holm here tonight. And you see the celebration in the corner. She draws such high marks for being a great teammate. It's really special to see her embrace with her team after a win like this, and this really gets her right back into title contention. Holly Holm showing you that her best days may still be ahead of her inside the octagon. All right, so here she is back making the walk here tonight. Her takedowns certainly are the best in this division. So explosive. Her technique is just outstanding. And, Joe, there's no telegraph. Even when the opponent has prepared and seemingly feels like they know what's coming, she will shoot from far out, still get in on those legs, and still get you exactly where you don't want to be, fighting off of your back. As scary a takedown artist as we have in this women's division.
This girl has amazing cardio and stamina. It is one of her best assets. She keeps a very fast pace, and you can literally see opponents start to wilt in the second and third round when they're being forced to try to keep up with her.
So here is the Albuquerque, New Mexico native, the longtime Jackson Wink MMA staple and former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion, Holly Holm. You may recall she knocked out Ronda Rousey back in 2015, has since moved up to the featherweight division, but there is no denying Holly Holm still a major threat at both 135 and 145 pounds.
This girl has outstanding defense and very good blocking technique. It's so difficult to hit her cleanly. It is a big advantage for her, and she has so much confidence in her defense because of that.
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. Holm is 9 years the elder. The rest is nearly identical. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing next, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a judo fighter holding a professional record of 17 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! Ronda Rousey! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 14 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Loving.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, always great to be back in Houston, Texas. Good to have you with us tonight as we get underway with live UFC action from Toyota Center. Well, she draws rave reviews for her work ethic, for her conditioning. You know about the boxing accolades for the International Boxing Hall of Famer, Holly Holm. Kickboxing heavy attack, though, in the UFC, and that figures to be the approach in this matchup tonight.
Oh, good hard kick. Oh, flying knee! Wow! This could be it. Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming? Beautiful hook.
Well, she left her body wide open, Joe, and as...
Oh, jumping knee!
Oh, big left hook there!
Huge kick, misses.
Well, she went for it there, but she missed, and sometimes when you miss that badly, it can really tax your gas tank. She's really going to have to figure out a way to conserve some stamina if she's going to have any success as this fight moves forward.
Nice.
Oh, wow, how about the
Oh,
roundhouse
flying
kick?
knee.
Oh! Wow, huge knee to the head, Joe.
Looking to avoid that left hand.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Beautiful body shot there, too. Just missed with that huge kick. Hard hook. Oh, oh! Vicious left hand.
Massive left hand. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here.
Nice leg kick. Very nicely done. Body kick, look at that. Good defense there.
Southpaw stance to orthodox now.
That one hurt.
Nice punch there by Rousey.
Oh, beautiful. This could be it right here. And she's walking Ronda down. Oh, very nice.
Knee to the body. Holm gets in the clinch. She is very strong here, Joe.
And from here, transitions to the Muay Thai clinch.
Rousey gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. 15 seconds to go.
There's a nice inside leg kick. Oh, she got stunned again!
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. Saved by the bell, that marks the end of the round, and we'll see if she can recover from getting stunned by that huge shot just before the horn. Of course, you know she's only got 60 seconds here with which to recover. They'll get her on the stool. Physically, she's compromised. Mentally, can they keep her in this fight?
Here's a devastating kick that does some serious damage. And let's look at that again from another angle.
Brittany Palmer doing her thing as usual.
You ready?
All right, round two.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
How about that shin? Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Doing a fantastic job of blocking shots.
Lands a kick to the leg. We show you the total strikes.
This could be it. Oh, good straight left.
Oh!
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Beautifully executed sweep.
Switching stances here. Very nice leg kick there by Holly Holm. Joe.
Oh! This could be it right here.
Oh! The jab followed by the right hand.
Oh! Stunning jab. Big straight punch.
Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now.
Big left hook. This could be it.
Big knee to the body. We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Trying to kick the leg out. Oh, man!
Wow!
Big body shot.
Body.
And she misses with the left punch there. Trying to go for the single leg takedown. Doesn't get it. Going from orthodox to southpaw here, Joe.
Oh!
Huge shots there.
This could be it right here.
Goes in and secures the takedown.
Moves into full mount here. Hip escape, nice hip escape.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
She moves to half guard. Big punch from the bottom. Back to half guard. Just missed with the huge kick.
Rousey gets the takedown here late in the round. It's a strategy you see from a lot of high-level fighters to try to sway the judges late in the round. Very nice leg kick there by Hall. Unbelievable. And that's the end of round number 2. Oh, saved by the bell there. There's the horn, end of the round. Thankfully, she will live to see another round. So back to the stool. She only has 60 seconds here to recover. We'll see if her corner physically and mentally can keep her in this fight. What a seminal moment there at the end of the round.
And here another clean shot lands and another knockdown. Incredible round with several moments where it looked like it might be over.
The original Ariane Celeste, good to have her in the building as usual.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. She blocks that offense, Joe. Oh, nice strike there to the body. She has worked
Right to the liver. These shots to the body have taken its toll. Hard jab.
Oh! The big right hand!
This could be it.
Well, she told us coming in that the body strikes and the body work would be a big cornerstone of her game plan in this fight. And you see the numbers there, bottom of your screen. That absolutely tells the story. No, wow. Going for the single leg now. Changes her stance.
And she's looking for the takedown here.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? Back to orthodox. Well, she almost moved right into harm's way there as the body strike lands. Can't leave your body that wide open if you want to stay in this.
Oh! My
And just like that, the fight is over.
Wicked knockout here for the win.
Yeah, that's a big win, Joe, and if you're trying to send a message to the rest of this division, that is how you send it. So a near-perfect shot for her to end the fight. She had this crowd behind her all night long, and I'm not sure how many other fighters in this division could have absorbed that strike and stayed in the fight. A near-perfect land to get the knockout win here tonight.
Watch this again here. Bam! And good night.
And there she is after the huge knockout here tonight. What a moment for this fighter. You can't help but feel good for her here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Holly the Preacher's Daughter.
All right, so another big win in a career full of them for the Preacher's Daughter, Holly Holm. A lot of people buried her several years ago, but she has certainly found her second win. And when she performs like this, she looks like a fighter who can excel deep into her 40s in mixed martial arts. A dominant effort out of the Preacher's Daughter here tonight. Well, there is no doubt this young woman is preparing to unleash some devastating kicks on her opponent tonight. The kicks are really what jumps off the film. Brutally fast, equally powerful, and she does major fight-changing damage just by landing one or two. One leg kick can have you limping the rest of the way. One body kick, and you're covering up the rest of the fight. Scary, scary kicker. It is all about the power for this young woman.
This girl has amazing blocking technique. She can stand right in front of you, and you just can't hit her cleanly. She has such a huge advantage in that, and knowing that she has the ability to block and parry all of the different techniques that are coming her way.
So here's the Albuquerque, New Mexico native and Jackson Wink MMA staple, former UFC bantamweight champ, Holly Holm. Knocked out Ronda Rousey back in 2015. Little adversity since, but Holly Holm, whether it's 135 pounds or 145, still very much a force to be reckoned with.
This girl has outstanding speed and footwork. Very difficult to catch, very elusive, and very good at closing the distance and landing her own strikes. She is absolutely terrifying on the feet because of this.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Holm is 9 years the elder. The rest is nearly identical. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds of the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a judo fighter holding a professional record of 17 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy! Ronda Rousey! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the left corner. This woman is a boxer holding a professional record of 31 wins, 14 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Holly the Preacher's Daughter. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Leving.
The veteran Yves Leving draws the assignment here.
Ready?
And we are ready to go with live action from Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. Well, you know about the hands and the kicks for the Jackson Wink MMA product. Former UFC champion Holly Holm figures to have a decided striking advantage tonight. And going to the kicking here early would certainly be the...
Oh, flying knee!
Oh, big left. All right, here we go. First round is underway. She's one of the better submission specialists in the game at present. So look for her to go for the early takedown, take the fight down, and try to set up one of her subs. Lands a big right hand early. Oh.
This could be it right here. Oh! nice leg kick. Body kick, look at that.
Tries the flying knee to no avail. Man, that is a hard inside leg kick. You wonder how many more she can take. How about that shin?
Side kick.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh! Wow! This could be it. Oh! What a leg kick. Oh, very nice.
Visibly limping here. Oh! Massive kick to the body, lands flush.
Such good movement in there. Nice side kick to the body by Holm.
Well, another miss there. She just hasn't managed her gas tank very well here tonight. She hasn't been efficient with her strikes, and as such, when she is missing, it's very taxing. Not a good look here. Well, she got cracked to the head there, Joe. She continues to be vulnerable to that strike by leaning in, almost moving into the strike at this point in time. She's got to get her head off of that center line. And she connects there.
She got cracked in the head. She's stunned. This could be it right here.
The left hook hits home. Oh!
Good exchange there. She tagged her.
A huge hook there.
Big Superman punch. There's a nice inside leg kick.
Oh, straight right. Oh! Huge shot there, lands flush. Holm gets in the clinch. She lands the head kick.
Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
Take a seat. Deep breath in. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen. You're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
Let's take a look at some of the action in that round. Here's a big leg kick. Here's a powerful punch that results in a knockdown. And here's a devastating punch that results in a knockdown.
Brittany Palmer doing her thing as usual.
Ready? You ready?
Here we are, early round 2.
Huge inside leg kick.
Well, she is ubiquitously regarded as the best. Whoa!
This could be it.
Man! Oh, huge block for her, Joe. So again, she absorbs more damage to the head here, Joe. She's going to have to make some adjustments. That head is sticking out right into her opponent's range and firmly on the center line. Let's see if she can make some adjustments here.
Stuffed it. Stuffed it. Excellent movement here on the ground.
Changes her stance.
Missed that
Back
shot.
and forth we go. Oh, she lands another strike to the body, Joe. She's really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the body. Well, she is clearly gassed out at this point of the fight. The stamina is low, and even when she misses a strike, that is an exhausting effort as well. So, not a good look for her here. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Nice shot.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail.
Good defense there. It appears the cut on her face is getting worse.
Well, the right hand is...
Oh, jumping knee.
Wow.
leg kick.
Man, that hurts to watch as she continues to punish her opponent's body here in this round. That kick blocked by Holm.
Big shot lands to the liver. She is hurt.
Holm goes for the clinch now. Looks like a recovery mechanism here, Joe. Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect. Well, she has landed some very significant strikes here tonight. That is the good news. Oh!
10 seconds to go here. Let's see what happens. What a fight.
That last round. You need to get your head back in the game. You're better than she is. You're more technical than she is. Let's go back to your clean striking. Where are your effective...
Let's take a look at it again here. And here another big shot lands and another knockdown. And here another clean shot lands and another knockdown. Several near fight-ending moments in that round. Lots of action.
Third round underway. How about that shin? Oh, huge block for her, Joe. First takedown attempt is there. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Holm.
Excellent posture.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
Lands a good shot from the bottom.
Hand speed, man.
Even when you block those still stun you.
Well, she got kicked flush to the body there, Joe, right underneath her elbow, right underneath that guard. But it almost looks as though she's moving right into it. So until she makes the adjustments, you can figure her opponent.
Whoa! This could be it right here.
Able to check that kick as well. Oh, she is absolutely getting rid of... Whoa! Well, she went for it there, but she missed. And sometimes when you miss that badly, it can really tax your gas tank. She's really going to have to figure out a way to conserve some stamina if she's going to have any success as this fight moves forward. Oh, she just missed with that straight left hand, Joe.
Good defense there. Nice leg kick.
Oh, the outside of that lead leg, the left thigh, really showing signs of bruising now.
Big kick, but miss. Oh! She's out! She's out!
And
cold.
just like that, the fight is over.
She threw a large volume of strikes all night long, and this bomb finally lands for the knockout.
Well, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. Absolutely flush on the land, and I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming, Joe. So sometimes it's the strike you don't see coming that spells your fate, and ultimately it goes in the books as a big knockout win for her here tonight.
Take a look at this from a different angle. Lands perfectly. And that's the end.
Well, there she is. Man, did she have it going here tonight as she gets the huge win by knockout, near perfect execution, and that could be one of the better knockouts of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 46 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Holly the Preacher's Doctor Holm.
All right, so congratulations to the former UFC bantamweight champion Holly Holm on a big win here tonight. When you see her perform like this, sometimes it's hard to believe that she's only been doing full-time MMA since 2013. So now after a win like this, maybe she gets another crack at the title at 135 pounds. She's also proven to be very competitive up in the featherweight division. Sky is the limit yet again for Holly Holm after a big victory here tonight.
Today we're going to focus on blocks, slips, and parries. Just don't get hit. Come on. There we go. Nope. Ooh, good block. That's how you block. Perfect block. Make something happen. We need to work on your defensive movement. You can't get hit like that. All right, use your feet, use your head, use your hands. Slip, block, and parry. Don't get hit. Not it. No. That's not it. Nope. That is how we train. Nobody can touch you in the future.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. In mixed martial arts, if you're not evolving, you're losing. So, in an effort to make sure she continues on the right path to the top of the women's bantamweight division, this fighter announced this week that in order to keep building her skill set, she was packing her bags and leaving the gym where she got her start. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Valentina Shevchenko and Ronda Rousey. Well, for a long time, she has been one of the best 135-pounders in the world, and now tonight, her biggest opportunity to date to prove it. Title eliminator. She wins tonight. She has been guaranteed a shot at the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship. Division relatively wide open. She doesn't believe that way. She feels like she is the best, and there is a long line between her and the rest tonight. Her opportunity to prove it in front of her biggest audience today.
This girl has outstanding speed and footwork. Very difficult to catch, very elusive, and very good at closing the distance and landing her own strikes. She is absolutely terrifying on the feet because of this.
So here's the former world title challenger, bantamweight contender, Valentina Shevchenko. She's known as a striker, but has the submission skills as well. 6 career wins by way of submission, none bigger than in a recent main event against Juliana Pena. Valentina Shevchenko vaulting into bantamweight contention here at 29 years old.
This girl has absolutely horrifying knockout power. A terrifying, terrifying thing to face someone like her inside the octagon, because all it takes from her is one shot to turn the lights out.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Rousey is 34. Shevchenko is 36. Rousey will have a 1-inch reach advantage. And with the official introductions, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, and now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 38 wins, 11 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
So Dan Murgliata shares the cage.
You ready? You ready?
Well, always great to be back in the MMA hotbed that is Rio de Janeiro as we get underway here at the Jeunesse Arena in Brazil. All right, so here we go, early round 1 with her winning streak in tow. She has now arrived at her first title eliminator. She has never competed in a #1 contender fight in the UFC. She has worked hard to get here, and now the first...
Oh, jumping knee! Oh, what a leg kick!
Oh, big knee!
Oh! Landing some serious knees. Oh, big left. Oh, this could be it. There's a nice inside leg kick. Oh!
And now a head kick to boot.
Back up.
Oh, straight right. Well, she left her body wide open, Joe, and as such, she paid for it there beautifully. Oh!
This could be it right here.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Devastating flying knee for the victory.
Oh, for sure, Joe. A devastating knee employed by her to get the stoppage win here tonight. It doesn't always look like the most significant strike in the world, but she got that knee to the target, and her opponent didn't know what's coming. So her bankroll might be $50,000 fatter at the end of the night. A huge performance for her to get the knee knockout here tonight.
Check out this angle here. Boom! Right on the money.
And there she is after the massive knockout. That is one they will be talking about for quite some time. With that, we now go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
1 minute, 49 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Rowdy
Well, there are few greater highs in all of professional sports than to have your hand raised inside that octagon, but she took it a step further tonight. Massive knockout victory. No TKO here. This was a flush KO. She's probably getting some bonus money. One thing I can guarantee you, she is getting a massive, high-profile opportunity next. Congratulations as the celebration continues following the big KO tonight.
Nice block. Ooh, good block. All right, slips only here. Let's avoid getting hit. Let's get it again. Way to move. There we go. Man, your next opponent is going to be no match for you.
Fighters fight for many different reasons. Some do it for the fame, others do it for the money. Eventually, all of that fades away. Yet going down in the history books as a UFC champion is something no one can ever take. It's proof that for a moment in time, out of all the fighters in your weight class, you were the best in the world. It's the culmination of all your hard work, the fulfillment of a dream. Tonight is your chance to take that gold belt and hear Bruce Buffer say, "And new." That kind of glory lasts forever.
It's a women's bantamweight title fight between Amanda Nunes and Ronda Rousey. So here she is making the walk to the octagon for her first UFC championship fight. She has certainly taken out a who's who of bantamweight contenders, and now the final woman in line is the incumbent bantamweight champion of the world. A lot of people, Joe, believe her style matches up well with the champion. Your thoughts on what she brings to the table here?
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her. She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship-level performance and retain her title.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Rousey is 34, Nunes is 36. The rest of the numbers are close. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! Third round for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, presenting the challenger, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
1
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because it's about to go down right now.
You ready?
All right, here we go with this championship fight. Will we crown a new UFC Women's Bantamweight champion tonight? Let's find out. Well, you can feel the tension in the building. Here we go, early round one.
Oh, jumping knees!
Oh, big left hook there.
Beautiful hook. Oh!
Just missed with the left there. Her body wide open, Joe, and as such, she paid for it there. Beautifully placed and landed kick to the body. Let's see if she makes the adjustments here defensively to avoid absorbing any more kicks to the body.
Nice sweep.
Back to the feet now.
There's a body shot. There's a solid body shot.
She's going back.
Man, that one hurt. This could be it. That's a strong uppercut.
Shot there, lands flush.
Big right hand. Oh, very nice.
Body kick now by Rousey. Oh, she's looking to set up that head kick, no good. Straight to the body by Nunes. Follows through with a power takedown.
Sweet reversal. And back up again.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Landed a gigantic kick for the knockout.
Wow, Joe, all I can say is wow, she might have even exceeded her own expectations here tonight. You know the kicks have been a big part of her arsenal, but that was about as perfect a land as we have seen in this division. Full extension, full power behind it, and you knew if she found an opening there, her opponent was going to be down for the count. A monumental knockout turned in by her here tonight.
Great angle here. Boom! Right on the money.
Well, that knockout win is useful for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World. She lit up this arena here tonight, and you can be sure the celebration is on and will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 13 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Ronda Rousey.
All right, congratulations to the fighter and to her team as she becomes a new UFC Champion of the World here tonight. And she saved her best performance for last, and I probably shouldn't say last because she'll want to turn around and defend this title in short order. But tonight, the celebration is on as she becomes a UFC champion for the first time.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and it's time for your UFC Minute. The MMA world is buzzing about that incredible performance this past weekend in the main event. Last weekend at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, it was a night to remember for the mixed martial artist whose story has captured the imagination of fans around the globe as she fought the fight of her life when it mattered the most. When the dust settled, Bruce Buffer said, and knew. And she was crowned UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World thanks to a memorable performance. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.